Hi, hello, and welcome to another brand spanking new episode of Bad TV. I'm Dylan. That is Patty.
Great to be here.
Fresh off a strawberry matcha frappuccino. Go to patreon.com/anotherpodcast.
Did not drink it all.
You didn't?
No, I got like third left.
Good for you.
I was feeling that sugar high.
That's restraint right there. Ruby is joining us as well.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Substack.com/Gangs of New York. Guys, go to patreon.com/anotherpodcast network to listen to our breakdown of the Real Housewives of Miami. Get in the comments 5 stars, kind words. We love you for supporting the show. Also at Patreon, bit of a doozy. I'm not sure if you listened to this one yet, Rubes, but Patty learns about Venmo. I mean, that was a banana show.
I think they've started listening. So I went on a wine weekend. I laid my debit card down, paid for everything the entire weekend. My wife sent out a text to everybody that was part of the weekend saying, this is the amount that you owe us.
Yeah.
And to say that the reimbursements were trickling in would be an understatement.
It's a slow roll.
It's a slow roll.
Yeah, they're paying you.
I'm happy to report one more couple has, in fact, reimbursed old Patty, though.
Well, we talk about Venmo etiquette. We talk about the fact that, Patty has I would say, a sensible distrust of the cabal of credit, but also...
I don't have a credit card.
Patty hasn't had a credit card in like 2 decades. Mm-hmm. So, I think we need to do like...
Hold on. Everyone stop. No.
Yeah,
no. He hasn't had a credit card. And what do you mean, Pat?
15 years.
Why?
Cash everything.
Well, 2004, I ran a credit card up to about 22 grand.
Yeah.
I was making about $1,100 a year at that time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That's what you call underwater.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I started being a mover and shaker in the pond cleaning space,
Yeah.
I started making some real dough, paid off the credit card debt,
Yeah.
and said never again. And so I actually do have a credit card, but it was sent to me, but I've never peeled the sticker off to use it.
I think we got to do an APS episode where we pick out a credit card for Patty, because there are some real beautiful, and your credit's impeccable, so we could really get into some really solid options.
We're going to get you something like we're going to do, like you're going to redo your floors and take the family to Hawaii for $1,200 somehow. And we're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
We love
yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh my God,
it really sparked a nerve with a lot of listeners. They jumped in there giving me all sorts of financial advice.
Yeah, well, Pat, you have impeccable credit. You're very good with money now. Mm-hmm. It's time. We need to get Patty in a Sam Jackson credit card, okay?
Okay.
Capital One is doing some incredible things.
Hey, Sam, leave some money on the table for another actor.
Yeah,
Jesus
seriously,
Christ.
these guys are so greedy. So listen, crazy episode of Orange County. I wanted to present to you guys this question. Who is a worse person, Tamra or Jax?
Jax is physically...
Yeah, there's that wrinkle. Take the.
It's tough because that's part of his persona.
I know. But season 1 Valley Jax, because now we know that he threw the rose bushes and the tree trunk.
I'll say this about Tamrat: she has to be a miserable person on the inside, because how she makes a living and how she spends her time is one of the more evil and dark ways a human being should live, which is how much dirt can I dig up on someone so that I can ruin their life on TV?
She has got to be putting in at least 10 hours a week to that, because she comes up and unearths so much shit about everyone.
Keep in mind, she has people now that are super fans that will send her...
Rat fucks. I can't even imagine. Being this, we used to see these people that were just obsessed with, let's just call them, Schmadam cum Schmola. Mm-hmm. It's like these super fans that'll do anything. It's like, what are you doing?
Are you talking about for us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, do you have a family? What the fuck is going on with you?
Ruby, what do you think about Tamrat?
I really think that she's not good. I think her soul is not good. And I think she's gotten baptized, and that's still not good soul. Yeah, I don't like her soul. Crazy. I think it's bad.
Now that's why I presented the question, because Jax is a bad person and a drug. Well, he has an anger problem. He doesn't have a drug problem. And he did throw Brittany into a rose bush and called her stomach a tree trunk.
And threw a table at her and hit her with it while their child is in the home.
Now that's all bad, but I really do think that Tamra's soul, like her soul, may be more decrepit than Jax's, because Jax is just dumb. You know?
I was just going to say, Tamra, I think, is a little bit smarter than Jax, but what I will say is two things, and they're both really bad things to say. If Tamra were a guy, she'd 100% be a domestic abuser. I know that.
Yeah.
And the moment that we had in the Valley, like last week or whenever that was, when Brittany was like, "Why are you waiting so long to sign these papers? Why would you wait to the last minute?"
Oh, yeah.
He was like, just because I can't. That I can feel from Tamra, and they're very alike in that. So it's just such a good question.
Thanks,
I truly depends on the week. I don't know.
Yeah. But they're both they're in the upper echelon of the worst people on Bravo. So watching OC is a little bit tough sometimes because Tamra brings such a dark energy to the show. But listen, we had Josh Flagg tonight. We had Heather Dubrow saying, "Please, God, just make me whole." Mm-hmm. We had Katie's stuff. We had Meatball selling homes to,
55 plus.
55 plus. I mean, there was a lot of good stuff on this episode.
Yeah, how about that birthday party?
At the end of the birthday party, Shannon Bedore having the most fun at the buffet.
Wiener cocktails.
Yeah.
And Terry, he can't stop himself.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been a multimillionaire for 25 years.
Yeah.
Why are you bragging about how much something costs?
Yeah. Well, he's stoned out of his mind.
That's true. He is a stoner.
Yeah. So
allegedly.
No, he said he was.
Oh, good. He's a drug addict.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Allegedly.
Well, let's okay. All right. So.
And here are all the things I put on my plate. Now I'm going to eat them. I give this episode 100 tits.
That's 100 tits. Yeah. That is him attempting to be like a common man, which he is not. He's a demon.
That was Shannon Bedore.
That was Shannon.
Yeah, that was Shannon. There's nothing. All this stuff. What did she say? All this stuff is healthy.
No, at one point I think she's like, and this is all. Oh well, you're eating all the. I'm just going for all the fattening stuff. And he goes, well, this isn't fattening. And she goes,
I'm gonna get a grilled cheese.
I'm gonna take this.
Yeah. Shannon doing canopy yoga or hammock yoga,
whatever that was.
Yeah, I mean, just
curtain
incredible
tugging
stuff. 100 tits.
You know, I do. One issue I have with Shannon Bedore, when she thinks she's firing on all cylinders, she's doing Abbott and Costello, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more, Pat, because the line is so fine between like when she's so funny because she doesn't understand that she's being funny, and then she goes into the Abbott and Costello, and you're like, oh god.
I completely agree with you guys, because you could see the progression, right? In the beginning of the canopy yoga, it was real, and then it started to get hammed up.
That's right.
Right. Anyways, I give it 100 tits. Ruby,
you're gonna give it 100 tits.
Yeah.
Okay. Pat and I will be a little bit more reasonable here. I thought it was strong. I thought that I love hearing about all the work that people get done. I love going to the doctors, especially when they're not like making people sad. Nia, or Nia's doctor, excuse me.
Yep.
The veneers made me laugh. Tamra is dark, but she forgets she's on a TV show sometimes. So when she says like, yeah, Matt was yelling at me, and then he's like, hey, come on, Tamra. Like, this is kind of crazy that you're doing it. I love
It's amazing the first gear of just pathology that she's in at all times. At all times.
And you know what? I would venture to say someone probably knows this better than I do. It might be Pat. Like, has it gotten worse over the years, or has she just always been that way?
I suspect she's probably been that way for a very long time.
It's crazy. I don't think I've literally ever heard her say something that wasn't somehow hyperbolic or fabricated. Ever.
No.
She's just a filthy demon liar. Yeah.
She's trash.
Oh my God, yeah.
82 tits.
82 tits. Wow. Okay, so I did like that Meatball is doing well in the real estate vertical. She might start buying up some of those empty agency properties, you know?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Can you do a Mauricio?
Call it Meatball Investments. What?
Can you do a Mauricio impression?
No, man. I can't. I wish I could.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I liked it. I liked that part. I also liked that Tamrat brought Joe, an OG. You weren't watching the show back then. No one, I predicted that it was going to be Joe that she brought. Gretchen is probably friendly with Joe. They have not been a thing in 20 years. Okay. It clearly, as you saw them see each other and greet each other when they entered. But I did love because this was not planned. Tamrat getting out of her car and going, Katie, how you doing? And then running over to her, oh, I miss you, baby. And then Katie knowing completely that she's been behind the scenes trying to completely ruin her life. And then Matt, husband should never get into this. He's another story. But yes, him confronting Tamrat and telling her, like,
I'm completely fine with him. We'll get.
I don't like him because there's something up with him because he's with Katie. Katie is sketchy as fuck.
She's also stunning.
She is beautiful.
So fucking beautiful.
I know, but guys, she has a fucking kid that she doesn't raise on every continent on the planet Earth. If she leaves this idiot, she's going to have to fucking go to the moon to find another place to plant that kid.
Well,
and
I mean,
she
looks like an alien.
enough.
So yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Dark side, welcome Katie Janela.
I'm not kidding though. She truly, she's one of the most beautiful people I think we've ever had on the franchise.
Oh yeah.
You think so?
How many tits?
14.
Last we left off, Katie Janela has illegally recorded Shannon Storm's boudoir, and this whole thing has been a waste of a good dress, according to Katie. Now, Meatball, she storms out with Matt, and Meatball wants to man things with Katie, and she's really bummed that Katie is on the outs with this group. I don't know what we can really say about. There are many times throughout this episode where people feel remorse for Katie, and it's tricky because she's concocted schemes and lied about every single person on this show. So it's like, what do you want these hyenas to do to her? Like,
yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's bananas. But we have a guest arriving at this party. Tamra is heading over with Joe. And she is praying in the car with Joe. And Joe utters the prayer, "Dear God, thank you for bringing us together." It's amazing the level of delusion you have to be piously going about some of the most evil and corrupt behavior we've seen in a low-stakes way, right? I know Hitler existed, right?
Right.
But for Tamra to pray as often as she does and be as disgusting and demonic as she is, it's really quite a thing.
Hitler was an atheist, wasn't he?
I think so.
Dill, you probably covered this, but I just want to point this out. So at this point in the episode, I want to say that Gretchen and Jen and Katie, who have nothing else in common, but have a common thing, which is that they hate Tamrat. Tamrat has been the source of all their misery.
Yeah.
Right? Because Jen is dating a con artist, right? She doesn't have anything in common with anybody. Katie, as I've mentioned, has every continent on the planet.
She
Earth.
is a con artist.
Yeah. Gretchen's makeup artist is clearly blind or seeing impaired.
Yeah.
But they all despise
or just
Tamra.
Doesn't have hands.
Yeah.
Like one of those like mouth people with the mouth. Yeah, they use their mouth, maybe.
Or they use their butt. But can I say,
when I wrote this joke, I was drunk about the makeup thing. Okay. Why did I say that about her? Did she look bad?
It looks like there's
my question for the two of you, I was actually at here is, when you guys look at her face, do you feel scared?
No. Can I tell you what I feel? I feel exhaustion. I think of how long that must take, and I'm exhausted. To think about every single day having an hour or two on either side of that to put on and take.
Welcome to being a woman.
Welcome to being Gretchen. Okay, I don't know that it's.
There's a level though of like, at one point in the episode, Jen is like, Orange County, you have to like get your boobs done, get a tummy tuck, have a spray tan and veneers. Like, right. Got it. Beautiful. Agreed. There's also, though, another tier, I think. And I think Gretchen has then taken that tier and she's gone for.
Oh, Ruby started cracking up on the Zooms there.
It's interesting.
And she's back. Yeah, she's back. But
okay, so I want to say something, though. As Joe and Tamrat are headed over, we have Katie deciding to leave. And that's when Heather DeBro, who's always caring about cast members and where they're
my God.
asks her what's up with the hot dog wiener in her throat. Now, if you are a fan of Old Patty and the podcast, you know that I hate hot dogs. I hate hot dog breath. It's worse than red wine breath, and I've been a victim of that. I hate hot dogs. I hate hot dog breath.
Those are two bad breaths.
Yeah. The hot dog wiener one is it smells like vinegar and a pig's sad balls. You know?
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, my gosh. It smells like hot smushed meat. Red wine does something odd to the back of the mouth. It ferments back there again.
I want to. This is a warning for everybody out there that's a red wine fan.
Yeah.
Be conscious.
Definitely.
When you're sipping down your second glass of red wine, whoever you're talking to that's in front of you, they're going to feel that.
And I would say if you're a drunk, just bring gum or Listerine strips. It's more,
quicker,
clandestine and you can, and powerful, I would say. Really quickly before we move on, Gretchen does look like, those videos where they put a pattern across the water and they dip like a guitar in it or a gun in it. Mm-hmm. That's what her routine looks like. Right? Oh, wow. But I will say, I really do think that less so her. I don't know her that well. I remember her when she was younger on past seasons. She seems lovely in comparison. And I think that Slade going through what he went through and still being as cheery as he is. Mm-hmm. I don't know what...
You're referring to the death of his son.
Yeah, I don't know what would happen to me if that happened to me.
So Slade banged half the cast the first 2 seasons.
Bad guy.
Well, he was in the real estate game during the financial implosion. He was one of those mortgage people.
A lot of Nina loans, yeah.
So can I just say something? And this is what you just did with mentioning the death of his son, I believe, Grayson, and may he rest in peace. I had forgotten that he had passed away. What just happened to me was when I pointed out that Nicole was a doctor. And so now this just doesn't really work anymore.
Sure.
When he was on the show before he because he was pretty wealthy, and he would talk about how in his ITMs, he was like, I think I made my first $1 million before I was 35.
Mm-hmm. That's a line.
He was like, you look at me, I'm in sales. I look like this. I live behind the gates. He was a person that you and I would have hoped would have gotten
run over by a car
violently by a gang.
One of the early scenes of real, and it's what was the foundation, the base that got people watching the show were scenes like him buying a $70,000 chandelier with his 22-year-old girlfriend Joe at the time. Yeah. Now, little background on Joe Dill. I think you know her. She visited last season just for a moment. She left the show to pursue a pop star career in LA.
You know her, right?
Is that Dua Lipa? Is she Dua Lipa?
Never manifested. Never manifested.
Oh, shit. I miss the scenes where Sheena Shea's taking up studio space. I love those scenes.
Oh, some bad news for Dylan and I. Season 3 of The Valley, green-lighted. Jack's out. Sheena in as a main cast member.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. And the Jack sign was taken down. A guy did an Instagram video. One of our... the guy who owns the salon next to Jack's came out and did a video of the sign being taken down. He's like, thank God.
Yeah.
Are you being serious? She's actually a main cast member?
Yeah, it was in People.
Oh, my God.
God damn, man. Sometimes people levy the accusation that we're mean. And I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
I would also say, if your job was talking about Sheena Shea, would you not be a little mean? It's like, what would the best of us do? Resort to insanity. That's what the best of us would do.
You know what I'm going to propose? I'm going to propose this for all of because I lost you guys for a little bit there, but I believe that you said that people were levying that we were mean talking about dear old Sheena Shea. Here's what I'll I'll propose to you, you Leviers. We'll try to do an episode where we only speak kindly.
I would love that. That would be really fun.
That's like the Marvel universe now. That would be like we are in a different dimension.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense to anybody.
Yeah, who's that guy? Dr. Oz? What's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch.
I hate those movies.
So bad. All right, so Tamra heads in while Matt and Katie are heading out. And Tamra says, I don't know why you're being so intense and angry at me right now. I've been nothing but nice to you. And Katie says, you called me a cunt last season. The name calling seems to be more important to these women than the defamation of character.
is a tough word. It really triggers a woman. The CUNT.
I think it depends on the woman, but again, the libel and the defamation is much worse, I think.
I want to give some advice to Matt, who I don't like, because something's got to be there. If you're married to Katie, if you love your wife and you don't want to have to move to the moon to raise your son after she divorces you, get off this show. Get her off this show.
Yeah, you think?
Yes.
I don't know. I think she likes
I agree
it.
with that. I agree with that. They shouldn't be on the show because they should stay together because she's too hot.
Well, Tamra heads in with Slade's ex.
Oh, sorry. One thing. So they have their little fight here. And Ruby, I'm curious of your thoughts on this. As I was weighing in as just an outsider looking in at them going back and forth, it was definitely an expert versus an amateur. It's a minor league versus major league. Tamrat lives the thug life, and you don't come into her world at 42 and think you're going to master this.
Yeah. No, you're so
I
right.
I agree.
There's
sad.
There's a scene in Carlito's Way. Have you ever seen that movie? Mm-hmm. Sean Penn plays a lawyer who then thinks he's going to turn a gangster, and then Carlito tells him, "You don't come into this world later on and become a fucking thug."
We live the thug life.
Yes.
Tamra's about that shit.
That's right. Yeah. She invented it.
Yeah, the only way to defeat Tamra is to, I don't know, get Trump to conscript her and send her to the Ukraine or something. I don't know. I mean, you know.
The amount of times that she's referenced, like when she sees the house with Gina, she makes another reference, I think, to some tournament or something with Eddie not being there. Pat?
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
What is he right about?
Have you seen Eddie this season?
Are they going to get divorced?
I think they're living separate lives. And she needs a storyline.
Okay, so Terry's baked out of his mind. They walk in with Joe. It doesn't do anything to Terry or to Gretchen or
I do
Slade.
want to give Terry some stuff here, though. Okay. He looks like his fucking face is falling off. I fucking hate this guy. By the way, get yourself straight in the Facebook group. I didn't say I hated Heather McDonald. I hate Heather Dubrow. It was... People are conflating.
All right. So Terry's baked out of his mind, and I love baked Terry, but he is a little delusional. He goes, maybe Tamara's changed. You know what I mean? Maybe she's changed. She's in therapy. The DeBros really do this pincer maneuver on Tamra, where Heather asks them, I think it's later on in the episode, or it might be right here when, Heather, she goes, you can't just throw people out because they're damaged. Depends on what kind of damage.
Also, Heather, you throw people out who are perfectly not damaged and have never been opened. So
Right.
okay.
Do you know how many people Heather Dubrow has thrown out of her house?
Yeah. And
Get out.
Let's talk about...
She tried to throw someone out of a restaurant that she didn't own once. She told Kelly, whatever her fuck was,
Stop.
get out. She's like, you don't own this place.
I'll say it again. I miss Kelly Dodd. I think
Every day.
In the post-Trump world, this show could have Kelly Dodd back on.
I agree.
And
a lot of people hate her, though.
I know. She was...
A lot of people hate a lot of people. A lot of people also love a lot of people. World's about balance.
I want to say that...
Did she say that she was disgusted by black people or something, though?
Did she?
I think she got fired for being a racist pig.
She's obviously she's a piggish, despicable, horrific person, but she's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And she makes Heather Dubrow uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I think Heather threatened to quit the show if she wasn't off the show.
Kelly Dodd reminds me a lot like Cirque du Soleil. There's just... You cannot negotiate with that kind of terrorist. You're just gonna lose every time.
What are you gonna look away?
Yeah. Okay, so Tamra, I want to talk about throwing damaged people out of your lives real quick. This pseudo compassion that is complete bullshit from Dubrow, it just makes no sense. So would you categorize a schizophrenic person as maybe damaged?
I'd open up my thesaurus and find it more polite.
Okay, what about somebody with borderline personality disorder?
Ruby, why don't you weigh in here?
I mean, yeah, my brain's fucking damaged. Yeah, both of those people have damaged brains.
Yeah. So, if somebody's like acting all fucked up and evil and stuff, but they're damaged, what are you going to be like? Oh, it's okay. You can keep doing horrible things to me because you're damaged. Like, Nick, get the fuck out of here.
Isn't that the basis? Sorry to make this political, for why we let a bunch of fucking homeless people do drugs on the streets. Our cities have decided that something happened to them.
It's getting very, very political.
So
I was just going to say, it's like the Ted Bundys or maybe whatever, like the serial killer thing. It's like everybody constantly either says like, they were either too spoiled or they weren't loved enough. Well, a lot of people were too spoiled and weren't loved
That's
enough. Not all those fucking people did. So you guys are damaged.
We don't all have freaking plastic drums of body parts and fucking lie in our apartments.
Watch the auditions of The Voice or American Idol. Every fucking person's got a sob story. My Grammy died.
Yeah. Miss me with the bullshit. I would sooner run over Tamra with my car than freaking be nice to her. Okay, Heather gives a speech.
Oh
yeah, it was beautiful. And the chyron under the speech said party was $88,000.
I don't mean like run her over like terminally. I just mean like a bump and like somebody's blocking the one.
Jill, we know what you're saying there. All right, this party was 15,000 at the most. It should have been called tacky and dated.
Well, my question was, and we learned recently of a kind of per capita breakdown of a party on the Valley, that being Jesse's $150,000 party for 52 people. Were there 18 people at this party?
There was no one there.
So
there were 18 people here.
That was more awkward than Tamra thinking that she was going to like eat when she arrived with Joe, and Gretchen being like, "Oh, hey, Joe, good to see you."
Yeah.
Kind of whatever.
Are you going to buy that purse that I ran into you at that store last week? No? Oh, you didn't buy it. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I like your dress. Anyways, that was the interaction. I think the only other thing that was more awkward was the fact that this was lit like an office and there were 4 people there. So
you know what I love about
that was not good.
It was lit like a Trader Joe's.
So I always talk about my reality show that never aired. I was asking the producers one time, they did this bullshit where they go, all right, we need some people in the background. So they hired extras for the day and they put them behind us in the scene like it's a busy sidewalk, right? And so I asked the producers, we later used those same extras to put in the background on one of the tour buses during a different scene. And I said, aren't people that are watching this going to recognize those same people? And he said, nah. I said, no, I think they will.
It's so funny. I was talking to, I was doing a pre-interview with a guest on another podcast the other day, and he said that he was in this movie Over the Top, right? When he was a kid, and he was just in Las Vegas.
With Sylvester Stallone?
With Sly Stallone.
Okay.
So he was a kid in Las Vegas, and one of the ADs saw him. They were like, hey, do you want to be in this movie? Do you want to be in the background? They're like, sure. And they go, okay, go over there, stand by that tourism booth in the hotel, and just pick up the pamphlets and look at them. And I was thinking about what a ridiculous sight that is. Just 2 children planning the itinerary for the day. But these people don't care. They're just like, oh, fuck it. Nobody's fucking paying attention.
I mean,
all right, let's get to Meatball and Zen Master Travis. They've launched their own team, The Gated Group. That is a very good name. Nothing says no pores like a gate.
A gate.
True.
We talk about Travis's balls. Let's do this real quick. If his balls are the size of Fuji apples, let's go to a doctor. If they're not, let's shut the fuck up about it, right?
But I want to reiterate, if they're actually Fuji's, we've got to go now, okay? And also, I'm actually so happy for them. I was like that's $10 million. I was like, whoa, Gina, okay.
So
sick.
I did the math on the commission. That's if her and Travis are, double dipping there. That's $600,000 in a year.
I think that's great. And to be fair, as we all know, this was something she picked out of her butthole, and she said, I'm gonna dedicate myself
Good
to it
for
and get out of my
Meatball.
casita.
Good for
Meatball got out of there.
So it's amazing to watch all these fucking boomers walk in.
Oh,
fucking boomers.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jen and Ryan visit that veneers dentist, right? Are we okay to move on there, Dill?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Jen gives us the must-haves to live in Orange County.
Yes.
Fake tits, spray tan, hot body, and then fake white teeth. Now, I have to say this because I've seen a lot of people walking around. There's a guy that does a podcast and his teeth are a little too white for my liking. There's nothing more odder than seeing a 73-year-old dude whose face's texture looks like grout and his teeth are whiter than printer paper. You know what I mean? It's a odd visual.
Why does your smile come with an organ? You know, it's weird.
Oh, it was on sale, so we had to get that one.
Yeah.
That's like Undercover Cops. They say that one of the hardest things to hide is nice teeth, because if you're trying to be like an undercover weird zombie,
Like being a drug addict. Yeah.
Yep.
I want to watch The
teeth
Departed
still
again.
there?
I'm going to watch The Departed tonight.
Hey, can you
I
hand
missed
me that
movie.
crack bowl? Hey, Ted, why do you have all your teeth? Me and Tina, we only have 2.
Yeah, we only have 2.
Okay, careful.
Ugh,
Quick
Tina.
question though, or point of clarification. I would like to say Jen's teeth before, when they showed that picture,
Fine.
were lovely.
Fine.
Like, oh my God, they were great.
It's
This was
amazing. It's
unnecessary and
amazing
wild.
to see people who are $100,000 in the hole spend $20,000 more that they don't have on things they don't need.
Well, if they think great teeth is what's going to propel them into the top.
Well, really quickly, we bounce back and forth, but Tamra rehashes the Jen asking her to meet, and she's like, Jen came up to me and was like, we need to sit down. I need to say some things. And it's like, nope, not at all how that went. Not at
You're a liar.
all how that went. You're an absolute, oh God, she's just such a bitch. So Meatball drops the who's the inspo for who debacle, and we get moving on.
Well, I was going to say, can we at least, so this is Jen and Ryan discussing Tamrat. Jen is going to confront Tamrat. Did you just bring this up, by the way?
Kind of.
Okay. Because she's jealous, and at some point she wanted Ryan. I don't know how much truth is to that.
What I will say is I can 100% see and hear the two of them working out at the gym, and Tamra, when she thinks that this is her friend, being like, ooh, he's super hot, I'd fuck him.
Yeah.
And then I can see that. And then her being like, I've literally never fucking seen that guy in my life. You are lying to me, Jen. You are lying to my face.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
I just want to touch on something that Ruby had brought up. Where's Eddie? It's like, where's Waldo? Here's Patty's prediction, and I have been on the money multiple times. Yep. What season are we on now?
You're
19?
the Miss Cleo of divorce.
Thank you. This is season 19, right? Or is this season 20? 19. Because Tamrat said she wanted to make it. Okay. Season 21, Tamrat and Eddie are separated, and that's the divorce.
You know what would make me, I mean, listen, this is going to sound mean, but you know how they do those documentaries where they go underground into the tunnels of Las Vegas? Mm-hmm. What if in a decade
You're talking about where the homeless people are?
Yeah. What if in a decade Tamra pops up? She's been living underground for a while. I mean, wouldn't that be great?
I think she's got enough money to live to at least 80.
She's also, and I mean this lovingly, this is, 50% of my family. She came from trailer trash. She will thrive if she, God forbid, has to go back there. She'll be fine, you know?
No, that's a good point. We want to see her succeed, don't we? Okay, let's get to the DeBro house. We're co-listing with Flag and Altman. Heather has got a bloated budget, a ULA mansion tax, and she is trying to break even on this home.
And she's got the Joshes on the on this. And here's the secret wisdom. I've mentioned this before. If you watch Millionaire Listing, secret wisdom of the Joshes sell a house. They list a price. Get this. And if it doesn't sell, they tell the owners they need to reduce the price.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That works?
Yeah. I mean, they tried another tactic, which is they'd hire fire dancers and give free mimosas away, but that didn't move the properties. It turns out reducing the price gets some movement.
I am confused about whether or not this is a tough job.
It is not. The only tough part is being bored and making small talk.
I think that the most difficult part of this job
and you work on the weekends
is probably getting the network, because you can't just go start selling these homes. But once you schmooze enough to get the network, I mean, it's got to be just printing money.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have to be honest, it is not. I do think I think a lot of people think that it is, which is why everyone's like, I'm hot, I can make small talk, was a model, I'm going to be a real estate agent, I have a lot of high net worth individuals in my life. Okay, go for it. It's much harder than you think, and I do think it's.
And what's hard about it?
Truly, Dill, like when you go and look at properties and you have people who have been doing this for 20 years that can speak to you about like the way that there's a difference between
you need to be armed with the language.
And the feel. It's like going to buy. I would imagine it would be like when you go to buy a car from Jax Taylor in 8-ish years in either Florida or Texas, versus when you go to buy a car from Arthur, down on Van Nuys, who's been there for, he's retiring next week. Right. It's been 25 years.
Getting a car from Larry David, he says the GTS stands for guaranteed tremendous safety.
Okay.
And that's wrong.
Here's what I'm going to say. And I never say this. I know I'm not going to insult any listeners by saying that real estate agents are some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life, because they're so dumb they would not get this content. Real estate agents are...
Ruby wants to be a real estate agent one day. No, she does. She would be a good one too.
I just gather my real estate license in every state that I ever go to and live in so that I can hopefully capitalize on it one day. I think it's also because I want to buy and sell myself the properties. Big hack.
Then I rescind anything that just came out of my mouth.
No. I mean, there are exceptions to every rule, but I'm just, go ahead. No, keep cooking. Keep cooking, honey.
Some of them are also like, I don't think that me and Matt James from The Bachelor have the same level of intellect. I hope that you think I'm smarter than him. A lot of them are smart. A lot of them are fucking...
Today we're in Arizona eating some of the fluffiest pancakes you've ever had.
Okay. It attracts idiots that are con people and just creatures that are otherwise unemployable. Case in point, this was 10 years ago. An actor, I will not say his name, he's famous. He
Richard
says,
Gere.
No.
Matthew McConaughey.
I went over there and helped with his water feature.
James Marsden.
He's selling the house. He says, this is, I don't know, her fucking name is Nancy or something like that. She's like, does the electrical work? And I said, I don't know, but the gigantic waterfall in this person's house works, okay? She goes, so does the electrical work or not? I'm not an electrician, but on my end, it's covered. So when you plug it in, when you get an electrician, it'll work. I don't understand what you're saying to me right now. Okay. She has the contractor call me and he goes, what's up? Nancy said this. And I said, Nancy's a fucking nitwit. It was her husband.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you
he would know better than you.
Okay. That's about the time.
Yeah. What fucking crew neck bullshit is that? Did you take my petite trois sweater?
Okay, first of all, you can go fuck yourself. This is a sweatshirt from a lovely coffee shop in Portland, Maine called a Tandem Bike Shop. And it's actually...
I just want to make sure you're not stealing my shit.
Not anymore.
Okay, let's get to the house. We're going to sell this house. And my favorite part about this was Heather slowly, after... How long have they been building this house? 3 years? 4 years?
Something like that. Paying the mortgage every month, having to pay the property tax on it.
Yeah. She goes, it's just, it doesn't make sense for our family.
What do you mean? Did it make sense?
Who could have fucking figured that a half a decade reno when your kids are in their middle teens might not be the best thing to sink your time and money into? My God. The commitment to being better than other people
is a lot.
It distracts you sometimes from common sense.
If you know these two these two assholes. There's probably a tax reason that they fucking held this property.
Yeah. So Tamra heads into Daria's room. Daria is going to community college and then to the Musicians Institute. That's what you call.
You can go to the Musicians Institute, or you can light money on fire.
Well, I would say that's a bit of a lateral maneuver, and also the CC is not a prerequisite to the MI. You can just go to the MI.
I think it's a
she wants general education. I understand that, but you don't need general education if you're convicted about music. Okay. What are you going to do, Daria? You're going to go sit in a fucking world history class or an algebra class?
Well,
come on.
Here's what I'd say. I went to the Musicians Institute after I graduated college. I got a recording degree there. I left early because I was smarter than everybody. I went and got a job at a recording studio. 6 months later, I'm interviewing my teachers from the Musicians Institute to hire them to work at a recording studio.
Yeah.
Do not go there.
Yeah.
Take that money.
Patrick is the Heather Dubrow of this podcast, I would say.
I was going to say, wait, but Pat, really quickly, take your shamps.
Yeah.
Do you think, and maybe I should ask Dylan this because I don't know shit about music shit, but you guys are both, Dylan I know was very, very talented when he was younger. I don't know. You're obviously very good at music. Are you the exception to the rule? Like, is Daria that good, or would Daria not be smarter than all of the professors?
Daria can use her money and time better than showing up at.
Okay.
I would say the MI is a little bit like the Trump University of the music schools. So there, there's Berkeley, which is, the Harvard of music schools, and Juilliard, and then there's Cal Arts and stuff like that.
For the money she would spend at the Musicians Institute, she could take private guitar lessons from Eddie Van Halen, although he's dead.
He's dead.
But if he wasn't.
Yeah. He's dead, though. And then I would say, like, the newfangled, kids, with parents that have obscene amounts of money, go to USC so they can learn how to do logic. All right, so let's get to another
curtain holding
alt wellness, brick and mortar. It's hammock workouts, and Shannon Bedore, I mean, what can you say? She has the body function of a baby goat, and actually has the vocal quality of a baby goat as well. Go ahead, Ribs.
I was going to say, and Dylan knows this about me, and I'm trying to work on this actively as a person. You arrive to something like a workout class this late. You do not enter. You leave. You eat the $48. Are no. You arrive to a movie. Anything.
I'm blown away by the movie people. The movie people. I mean, I've seen 40 minutes.
It's annoying. It's very distracting.
How do you even know what's going on?
So
you're here for the dark room and the popcorn.
Honey, we're 40 minutes late. Don't worry. I'm going to look it up on Wikipedia. I'll read the plot. Does she die or not?
I hate you.
Oh.
Yeah, she was alive at the beginning, by the way, and she's a witch.
Big movie weekend for me. I'm so excited.
What are you doing?
I'm going to go see Eddington on Sunday, finally.
They're finally dropping that fucking kid off at Grammy's house and having a day.
Well, Grammy's going to come to our house and look over Lucy. I can't wait. I called the Alamo. They said, we only have it till Thursday. I looked at my wife. I said, I'm getting out of the house. It's not a round of golf, so I'm getting out of the house. All right,
let's move. I'm sorry, because we have below deck after this.
Yes, we do.
I got hard out at 4:45.
What?
We have an hour, dude. We're fine.
No, we have 45 minutes.
Yes.
44. Let's go.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're at lunch.
Don't worry about it.
With Heather and Katie and Gina.
Okay, we're not going to be done at 4:45.
We will.
No, we're not going to be done at 4:45. All right, so back to the sheets. The amount of we talked about Gretchen's makeup. It's so what a commitment.
She only hires blind people.
So did you meet up with Kiki Monique? Okay, so we head to the Milligram Coffee house, and Heather and Meatball are asking Katie if she met up with the journalist known as Kiki Monique. Okay, and evidently she told her something so disgusting that Tamra cannot even repeat it. Now, what is to come of this, I'm not sure. I feel like it'll be a climactic thing at the end of the season, and it'll probably culminate in Katie actually did going to cool journalist Kiki Monique, and Tamra being kind of right about that.
Yeah, she knows all.
Yeah.
I do want to bounce back to the aerial curtain holding place.
Yeah.
there's a point where they put down tarot cards on the floor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me say this about this business, and I hate to be hard on small businesses, but this venture is going to close faster than a husband's laptop when there's dwarf porn on it. And his wife comes home. You know, that's a long joke.
No. It's incredibly important to do that thing only in private. I mean, if you're looking at dwarf porn, you need to geolocate your wife 200 miles away.
I was going to say that's the type of thing that you do when they've called you from Southern Georgia because they've landed at Grammys, you know?
Yeah.
So now you can look at the dwarf porn, but if we're going out to Gelson's, let's be patient and know that despite it being a powerful siren song, you cannot.
No.
Okay, let's get to the dinner. Tamra starts with there are
No, we're not at the dinner yet. This is what I have to say.
Yeah.
We get the little stupid runaround where we go to everybody's house before. Dylan will think I'm crazy. Pat, I don't know what you think. Parents who think it's okay to let their younger children confuse their dogs.
Right.
Fuck you,
Wait,
Emily.
what do you mean? Confuse their dogs?
So for the dog doesn't understand that when the child is holding it, that it's like, oh, I want to cross the street. I'm going to fucking cross the street. This is sick. I'm on the leash. Right. I'm on a walk. I get to cross the street. When Emily's holding it, it's on the sidewalk. It's doing its job. You can't do that to your dog because it's fun for your kids. So don't be a bad dog owner. And it's very, very triggering. So aside from that though, we're at the dinner and also I might eat these words, but I think, and I'm sorry, Pat, we can punch each other later.
Okay.
I think I love Katie's husband. I think I might love him.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think I love him too.
You can't have two people that are that different. Katie is a sketchy bitch.
What do you, Pat? I'm being genuine because I agree with you. She's the most beautiful sketchy bitch I've ever seen. Why? I don't think Matt is dumb. Like I don't think Katie's like a siren that was like, ooh, So what's going on there?
Well, I'd have a couple questions, and forgive me for, I guess, some female listeners that may have had their children raised by the baby daddy. Katie doesn't have one kid that's being raised by a baby daddy. She has 3. She has a sketchy past where she was, quote unquote, homeless. She also alleged a false police report in which she was actually the person that did the crime and had a civil action against her.
She's a sketchy bitch.
She's a fucking sketchy bitch. And
hot one.
If we're on the third date, I go, Katie, I'm sorry, I'm having such a great time. Yes, more Merlot, please.
You want with Merlot.
So your second kid is where's your second kid live? Oh, he lives in San Diego. But that's not the first kid. Oh, that one lives in South Carolina.
It's weird that Matt got over all.
He got over that. It's odd. Dr. Drew would say it takes a lot for a woman to not raise her own kid. It just goes against everything evolutionary wise. Guys, shit out kids and fucking move to Florida and never make up.
One of my favorite things that we do on this podcast, and I say we, but it's really just Pat, is bringing the expert witness of Dr. Drew in.
He did host Celebrity Rehab. And to be fair to him, only half the cast died of a drug overdose.
All right, so this dinner, Tamra starts with, there are plenty of other things I'd rather be doing, which is a good start. Jen sits down and says, listen, we've had some issues. You said the FBI raided my home, to which Tamra responds, you're the only one who can say bad things. Now, we have a lot of people who work in therapy and mental health. Yeah, I'm very confused by what Tamra is, because there is no penetration that could ever be made. I mean, there's no drill bit that can land any confession of harm. There's no there is nothing that you can say to this woman that will be heard or felt in any way. She's almost sociopathic.
Now, Jen, do you think she's naive in that she thinks that she can make a breakthrough with this person by basically saying, you're a horrible person?
No, I think she just wanted to have a scene.
Jen did.
Yeah, I think this was just like an episode 4 kind of scene.
I know Jen cheated on her husband, and that's not good, but we don't know what people's lives or marriages are.
The grin that crawls like a caterpillar across this fucking demon's face when she's in her talking heads. She's just such a horrible person.
So this is what I have to say. And this is bolded in my notes. Tamra is so dark and fucking evil and a horrible bitch. I love watching her act this way on national television because this is what is for forever. Right. So regardless of like everyone watching her do this, and also I don't think that Jen last season, maybe she was like, this is like really sad. Like we were friends. Like let's reason. Now she's like, no, fuck you, game on. I hate
you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because Tamra doesn't like all of the hate that she gets online, yet behaves this way. Anyways, get in the comments. Let us know what you thought about the episode. We'll be back next week for more Real Housewives. Join us at patreon.com/another podcast network for Miami, APSPMZ, all the fun stuff. We love you guys very much. I'm Dylan saying goodbye. Pat, say goodbye.
And share the show, by the way. Tell people we're awesome.
Ruby.
Bye-bye.